65. Now, I would say 50% of them are under 65 and 50% are over 65. So the demographics is changing. The younger people are developing heart disease.
So the youngest patient you've ever treated?
28.
And what was the predicament in that case?
He was having a full-blown heart attack. So that means that one of his arteries was completely clogged up. It had a blood clot in it. There was no circulation past that artery. And therefore, he was having acute chest pain, sweating, blood pressure was low. He comes straight to the hospital. I rush to the hospital, take him straight into the cath lab and try to open up that blockage. And we did open up that blockage. And
You find it interesting, right? The way he asked questions.
Yeah. So it's on health topic,
Health
yeah.
topic, but very interesting. The way he asked for age, things like that. That, people might say, how many, how old is your patients? People ask it that way, but the way he asked it is different. See, look at this, this kind of 1.2 million, and then this one is 2.7 million, you see. And that guy also not bad. He has got a lot of followers. Look at this, 10 million. See, this is how they become famous by association. See, it's okay. I show my friends who's also from Alaric Mastermind, and she has done something like this in. She gave me a sample how she has done a podcast. Okay, but this podcast is not is online using Zoom. So she said for 6 months she did non-stop 25 of them, and she got her LinkedIn grew something like by thousands. So but the preparation was too much that she couldn't take it. It was like preparing and then getting them online. Before that, you have to post posters in all your social medias to invite, and then you have to make it into streaming into a few like TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, and maybe you're streaming in Facebook. So it takes a lot of, this thing.
So what is the difference actually when we call it a video interview and a podcast? What are the things that make it differently? That you call it podcast instead of a video interview?
Okay, that interview is just an association that we talk about them. Like if you remember Alaric's, it's all like he is asking them how they became famous, how much they have, they have done to the society and that kind of thing. This one, we are talking about a subject. So this lady, Pamela, a friend of mine and also Alaric's student, she created something that she wanted. This is her first try, okay? And she said she wants to get entrepreneurs and let them talk about like 10 questions. It's a half an hour thing. And it's just a post-COVID thing. And since everybody, all the 25 of them was from entrepreneur, but from the different industry, it made that the subject became so different, and the way that they were expressing was different, and different experience they give to different audience. Like some of them are from property, some of them from insurance, some of them from MLM, some of them from digital agency and all that. So this is something that put her into a big audience. It's not so many people watching it. It may be like 100 or like 200 people from different social media, but it gave her quite a bit of exposure. Okay, so and it was easy after the first and second to gather the rest of the participants who want to take part in this. Okay, So this is, or you want to hear something? Okay. See how she conducts. So this is
Founder
the
of Cool ESG Private Limited, a company focused on promoting green finance and sustainability. With his background in finance and sustainability, Michael has completed multiple certifications in green finance, sustainability, and entrepreneurship. He is well versed in the latest trends and developments in green finance and is passionate about creating a sustainable future for all. So Michael has a wealth of experience in
this
working
is the
with organizations.
introduction. Okay.
in finance. But how do you bridge those gaps? So that's how I started going into sustainability really seriously, is that if we can combine two very nuanced industry into like one area, I think that is where we can make a huge impact.
There's always some kind of very nice question like, what would you tell your younger self? That means the person has to answer, if I would have known this at this age, something like that. So this kind of questions that you have to be very creative to ask. Yeah.
As a result, we're no longer just bound to Singapore. Viable, but they don't realize that the environmental and social viability is what make them stay long in the game.
Okay. Let's go back. Now you can also start, okay, in a very modest way, very basic, very amateur, but you can start like this. Say, start a niche like, this is my niche lah. Coach scaling diaries. This is for coach consultant that I'm aiming, or SME growth show. So I can invite people along this title 1 or title 2. Okay? Interview 10 SME owners, 10 coaches, and 10 creators. Okay, build your authority fast as a connector. Even 100 to 500 loyal listeners can make you 5 to 6 figures in high ticket sales. Coaching or service delivery, because they see you as a leader in your area. So if you can interview like this, that means you are really something or somebody, you know. So whatever you sell becomes easily sold. How to get podcast guests? Okay, you can reach them through cold DMs, emails, using this kind of email in LinkedIn, whoever that you using that tool that I show you just now. So you can spread it out. It's not a one-day event. So you can spread it out like she did for 6 months. And you have questions that you can always go back to ChatGPT and make it as interesting as possible. If it is a trainer, even though the set of question is the same for everybody, since they are trainer in different subjects, the result will be different. So where to find them? LinkedIn, of course, Instagram, you can find them in Facebook, and you also can find them in Facebook groups, okay, or Telegram business groups. So how do you structure your podcast? Intro, like what she did just now, and then backstory, okay, the deep dive in, like that just now we saw in YouTube with the doctor, and then tactical nuggets for 5 to 10 minutes, and rapid fire. Okay, what is the morning routine or one book you would like to recommend, or biggest myth in your industry? Okay, where can people follow you, connect with you? So all this structure that I'm giving you, you can always cut and paste one by one to ChatGPT and let it give you more detail on this.
Why should the person want to agree to help us do the podcast? What is the benefit?
Yeah, I come into that. I'll give you what the interviewee gets.
That
The
is my concern
interviewer.
when we want to ask people why should they want to accept,
Yep.
why should
Yeah.
they want to agree to do it?
But if you have 10,000 followers, they will do it.
I see.
Yeah. How to go live? Stream. You have to use restream.io if you want to do it at the same time because it's live. So in different platform, you got different audience, so that makes it like more people is watching. Okay. Use Zoom. Okay. This is another thing that StreamYard, best for beginners, streams to Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube at one go. Okay. So between StreamYard and Restream, this one is for beginners. You can use StreamYard. Okay. Recommended for beginners. Okay. And invite guests with a link. Stream to Facebook profile group and YouTube. Record while streaming. And you have to be really quiet room. Download video and audio later. You will get 2 files. Okay, this is coming to what you asked. How it benefits the interviewer. Okay. You get positioned as authority. Okay. You build deep relationship with guests, which leads to JV, referrals, and trust. Because people are watching and they're also witnessing who you are. Okay. You create endless content from each episode. Quotes, reels, shorts, blog posts. You attract audience via guest followers, guest both side followers. Okay. You subtly showcase your brand without pitching. Okay. I know one businessman, he's a G7 contractor, is doing very well. And he has got a TikTok account that he doesn't talk about business. So what you do? He said, I do just motivation talks. Every day I got a quote and I explain about the quote. That's all. And I got 40,000 followers. Cool, isn't it? So not necessarily all the time that you have to just sell, hard sell. Okay. How it benefits the interviewee, your guest, free PR and exposure because you are bringing in the crowd. Okay. Share their story and they also promote. We also promote in all our social media, and they also promote. Share their story and promote their offer. Build authority through your platform. Create assets. They can reuse the content you give them. Okay. Pro tip: after the podcast, send them the video file and also the audio file and 1-2 reels that you clip for the interview. They will post it and you get the exposure. So let me show you. This is Alaric's YouTube video that he has got SOP. Okay. This one I cannot explain by, you have to look at it. Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to give you my SOP for videos on YouTube, okay? Like what's the video structure, okay? So this is like my own SOP, and I've learned this SOP from Chinky Tan. Chinky Tan has 500,000 subscribers. He's a Filipino celebrity. I learned this from, I learned all these YouTube secrets from Chinky Tan, okay? So this is Chinky Tan in case he's a Filipino celebrity. Oh, he's 1.6 million subscribers, not 500,000. Wow. In 1 or 2 years, he's grown from 500,000 subscribers to 1.6 million subscribers. Okay. Now, so I've learned this from him. I actually have a personal one-to-one Zoom call with him, and he told me all this. Okay. Now, so in every video, right? Okay, everyone write these 4 steps now. You want to have an attention grabber, opening billboard, content, and then outro. Okay. I'm going to explain to you what this means. Okay. I'm going to give you an example and I'll explain to you what this means. Okay.